Hey, what's going on, guys? So it seems as though Build the Rocket Boy, the studio behind MindsEye, is back in the news again after union workers are filing legal action against the studio for what they're calling disastrous handling of redundancies. This was reported by Chris Scullion at VGC. This whole thing is being handled by Game Workers branch of the Independent Workers of Great Britain. And it seems like they're filing multiple legal actions. The things that they're having issue with are lack of transparency and communication, how information has been pretty sparse and vague, overtime that had been reached. Apparently, overtime had reached unbearable levels. This is like talking about how they had like mandatory 8 hours, and there was something about how you would get time off in lieu that was given at a rate of 7 hours for every 8 hours worked, which is pretty insane, and the mishandling of the redundancy process. This is basically pertaining to the fact that employees were basically given misinformation, notices that were given the wrong dates on them, things about how like their performances were scored by the wrong people, all sorts of stuff. So this sounds like it's pretty serious. Some of the things that they want from the studio, one of them being a public apology for this mistreatment of employees and proper compensation for laid off employees, the option of remaining employees on redundancy notice to either work their notice period or take payment in lieu of notice, a concerted, meaningful, and documented effort to improve conditions and processes within the company, including the acknowledgement of the IWGB as a trade union, and a commitment to use official external partners to action any further redundancies and prevent unfair treatment. So it sounds like the company didn't go through the proper consultation process as well before they laid off a bunch of people, which is pretty fucked up, especially with like there being a union involved. Like that's there to protect them from that. Obviously you're still going to get laid off whether you're in a union or not, but it still sucks for something like that to happen. It's important to note that this game is actually currently sitting at a 38 on Metacritic for the PC version and only a 28 for the PS5 version of the game, which is pretty fucking bad. Obviously, as you know, this game launched and then there was a bunch of social media posts about all the technical issues that happened with the game. The game was soon actually refunded by PlayStation 2 players, which doesn't happen super often. I believe that has only happened, at least to my memory, to Cyberpunk 2077. So it's a pretty serious situation for your game to come out in that state. Let me know what you guys think. Obviously, this all is pretty rough and dirty. Doesn't sound like the company has been doing right by their employees. We've been seeing a lot about how, the CEO was saying how people were sabotaging the game, and it's like, no, dog, your game was just bad. Like, it was just dog water. So let me know what you guys think down below. Peace.